All right, let's get into a live game with Sonic the Hedgehog. Aerial spec looks pretty nice. We get the Hound. Okay, so not sure what he's going to do. He could probably do tarantulas. He could go more sabers, but probably not a great idea for him. I think for us, we've got enough hounds for the fire. We're not going to do hound carry. So probably just go for the crawlers. Guess he could also do storms too. That would be quite good for him. I think this is better. Mustangs, okay. So Mustangs are concerning because they can block the missiles from the hounds. We would need to have a late hound here, potentially, but we're definitely going to need to go ray oil and find a way to ignite the oil here. It's crazy that the crawler pushed the Mustang all the way forward. So in some ways, his Mustangs are quite exposed here, which is good for us. I think that was a positioning problem for him. The other problem is the sledgehammers are also fairly good at the anti-missile interceptor. So this is going to be perhaps challenging for us. And I think he knows who we are. We played this guy before, I think yesterday. Same name. Farseer is going to get missile intercepted. Wasp is maybe good for one round. Arclight could be good, but not into the tank. Maybe just go Fangs, but Fangs are not good into this. We have to get something and sell it. I think we go for the Wasp cheese and just sell it after. Problem is we need to go Phantom Rays, so probably don't even sell it. Well, we are the, we can get the Phantom Ray unlocked for free here, so let's think about this for a second. Definitely good for the definitely gonna go for the Phantom Ray, so it's just a question of the Arclight or the Wasp. The Wasp's probably better for us. Wouldn't mind a Wasp cheese, to be honest. Like a Wasp here could be quite good for us. We'll sell out of it, but it could be risky. But we're gonna lose this round, so we need to take a risk here, I think. Putting the Wasp here in the back, going into the Mustangs, I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's just better, less risky to do this. Just go for the lower risk approach here. See the crawlers? They're pushing all the Mustangs all the way up there. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Such an interesting interaction there. It was like they got sandwiched. The crawlers just got sandwiched in between the Sabertooths and the like the Mustangs just got like they just got pushed forward. So it looks like we win this here. Is there enough time to clean up this Sabertooth? I think there is. It's going to be a level on the Phantom Ray. Okay, so now we're going to have to do the oil here, but I'm a little bit concerned. So additional deploy. I mean, we almost need to get a Vulcan here, but that's just too much. if we don't get the Vulcan, the missiles are going to get intercepted. It's a very bad situation here. We're going to need to go more additional. I have to go for additional hounds here, I think. I think we have to skip this item because we don't have the money. We need at least another ray here. And I think we're going to need more hounds. We're expecting, we're going to borrow, I think, for sure. Let's upgrade this guy. Probably 2 more hounds. Just anticipating the missile interceptor technology. Not even sure if this is far enough back. Probably just go all the way back, just to be sure. No missile interceptor. Yeah, that's interesting. So he's going Wasp. I guess the Wasp is the counter. But the problem is now your entire ground army is like, it's useless, so... Yeah, and we also have Wasps that can go AA. So yeah, he really needed to click the missile interceptor technology there, but not sure if he would have been able to block the second volley. Probably need to go AA Wasp. But we're kind of don't have that much money, but we still need to go AA Wasp here. I think. So another Wasp. Probably need to upgrade the level. We're gonna have to borrow for sure. Do we go AA Wasp now, or go AA Wasp? We can at least upgrade the tarantulas, but tarantulas, they're just gonna tank a little bit for the Wasp, right? I don't know. Let's just go for the additional Wasp. Maybe even here. Well, I'm not sure about this positioning. We can upgrade everything. Or we can get additional Hound. Probably the additional Hound, just in case. I'm not so sure about positioning here. Probably makes more sense to put it here. Just so we have Wasp going after other Wasps. Okay, so here's the anti-missile technology. So we're gonna have to rely on these back line. And it does start the fire here, so what about here? No fire yet. Completely countered, but we do win. Oof, this is not good for us here. It's bad tower timing. Fire has ignited, so the moment the shield goes down, we should be able to clean this up. Man, that was a horrible tower timing. Okay, at least the shields come down. The problem is, not only do the that shield was super good. Not only is the problem so what do we do here? Do we go arc lights? I think we have to go arc lights here. Probably range on the arc lights now, just to clear out some of this chaff, clear out some of the. So we're gonna need the additional Hound here. Probably additional Phantom Rays too. And I guess range on the arc lights, but it's kind of a lot of money just for 2 units, but they are level 4, so could argue that it is worth it. Problem is, if he, I forgot what the other items were, but if he got something that counters the arc lights, we're in big trouble. Because we invest so much into a unit that's kind of we don't need. It's really tricky. Do we just start selling out of the arc lights actually? And just teching into more phantom rays? I think so. Go burst, I think. Just so we can burst down some shields. Speed. That's interesting. So Forge sells out of the Wasp. That's good news. We don't want to see the Wasp. We can also sell out of the Wasp now. Fire is probably going to come down here, right? Yep. The Farseer is scary, but the burst is good for the giants, the forts. How much did this guy do? Arclight did quite a bit. Oh man, this Farseer is just going to town, kills everything. So now we're gonna need a shield. Improved war factory. I don't think it's quite time for that, although putting a war factory here is good. It's just not the time for that yet. Orbital bombardment. Could put down shields to protect against that. Probably not a bad tech to just give it a go here. You'd imagine he does the shields. I think we just skip here, interestingly, and get out. I want to get out of these wasps, but they are doing so much, so I'm not sure about that quite yet. At least this one wasp pack. Could get out of these wasps for sure. I think we just keep going more phantom rays. We'll get shield next round. I mean, I'm gonna borrow for sure. What do we sell out of here? This? Or, 700 would be not enough. Get cloak for 700, but cloak doesn't do anything. Probably better to just put some oil here, but there's gonna be a shield here, so just put the oil here. We can sell out, but it doesn't. We can't do that much, right? We'd have to sell out of. We could sell out this. Go for the armor. He actually doesn't go shield. That's crazy. I mean, yeah. I was just totally expecting him to go for that, but maybe he thinks everything's gonna burn anyways, so he may as well just like forget about it. The only thing that's really hurting us is the Farseer. So it's good that he didn't build more Farseers, or I guess that was a Farseer there. So next round we go for sure the shield. And I have to say we're pretty happy about this because he's going mass forts. Forts don't do anything to the phantom rays, especially when they get shield. This is going to be really bad for us. I think we still have to get it. He's probably going to go shield. But I don't know. We can be greedy and not go for it. Yeah, I think we don't go for it. We're not worried about his technologies. So, time to sell out of the wasps now. Upgrade everything, go for shield. Borrow. Probably need the range. I guess we do want the fire to come down, so it depends on where he's trying to. I guess here it can be okay, but he's gonna try to block the fire, I think. I don't know. I think better is just to take the chance. Do this. Just get another fire here. Speed. You'd imagine he does the disable here though, so I don't know. Maybe here. Yeah, so at least we positioned that correctly. Shield was anticipated, that's why we didn't go for the EMP. We saved the money there. There's no oil coming down here. The good thing is that he's only got 3 Farseers. That's the only thing that's hurting us. But we have Burst, Phantom Race. Kind of kills everything pretty quickly. So, yeah, don't go Fort AA into the Phantom Race. That shield was pretty expensive. 700 is a lot to pay just for a few bubbles that is going to only work for a couple rounds. The Fire Badgers are pretty good. It might be redundant at this point, though. Might just want to throw it at a War Factory. But into 2 level 2 forts, I don't know. But how much is this? This is 650. How much is this? This is 600. Probably just go for this, right? Because we're not we don't need the hounds, I think, but we don't need the fire badgers, I think. All right, so what do we do here? War factory right here, but it doesn't do anything. It just tanks for the fortress. The fortress we're not worried about. Just keep going more. Phantom Race. Got a perfect line here. Now we just have too much money. Don't know what to do. Maybe level the towers. Speed. Maybe level this tower a little bit more. Missiles. Missile's not going to hit anything. Maybe a missile here. This is a very good flank for him. Seems like the burst helps with the hounds with their missile landing, because it overloads the missile interceptors. So he goes more Farseers, which is the right move. He goes EMP on the Farseers, which is also good. But the problem is that like he needs he just doesn't have enough here. So it looks like a pretty easy game for us. We're lucky that he commits into the fortresses, and we're also lucky that he goes into the shield bubble, just kind of not doing anything given the given the burst. So, yeah, I think the key here was having the backline hounds all spread out, because if you have them all here, or maybe even kind of here, and they get all intercepted, and then the forts somehow kill them, because we don't really have anything on the ground for the forts to shoot at. So the moment they kill the hounds and there's no fire, I mean, then I think it could be really, really bad, because we don't have armor against the Mustangs. Although that's the reason why we have the sticky oil. Feels like the fire is a better solution for the Mustangs rather than the oil. Of course, that makes us vulnerable to typhoons, but typhoons aren't really the biggest threat. And even with typhoons, the moment typhoons go level 2 with the anti-air tech, the armor becomes useless, because I think it's only blocking like 25%. So yeah, this is why we have oil instead of armor. So anyways, that's the way to deal with this. It wasn't the most it's not as clean as having just the fire badgers igniting it, but and there's quite a risk Like if you were to put some some chaff here, the hounds probably shouldn't be so far in the corner because they could get engulfed in the fire and die. So I think I'm pretty sure this just died right away. It killed 2 crawlers. All right, so yeah, so it's not the best way of spreading the fire because the bombs get intercepted so easily. But it's at the early round 3, you can't afford the Vulcan. So it's just the only thing we can do, and we just have to just try to space out the back line of hounds to ensure that the fire lands. Because once the fighting gets started, then there's a good chance that the missiles will land, and all it takes is one ember to light the spark, and then everything's on fire. So hopefully that was enjoyable, and we'll see you in the next one.